How you doing, folks? So I feel kind of dumb for doing this, but kind of a last minute decision here that I made because I'm kind of in a mode right now. So, and when I get in a mode, it's like I'm a fucking robot. So I wanted to do a commentary, just a fun one, on Wrong Turn, the film, the original, starring Desmond Harrington as our star, as our main lead, and of course Alicia, uh, um, Elijah Dushku. Is that her name? Let me look here to be exact. Wait, just wanted to pull up some details on the film because I know a little bit, but not everything. So, yeah, Wrong Turn 2003 with Desmond Harrington, who you've also seen in TV shows like Dexter and in a number of other films. Eliza Dushku, that's right. And she'd be in the new guy. She'd be in Buffy a little bit, which I like Buffy. Director Rob Schmidt. So yeah, this is my commentary on Wrong Turn because, well, I just felt like it. Thank you for watching if you are. This was last minute. Again, this is completely last minute, not planned. I guess that's how most of this goes, you know. Our effective opening with the hitchhikers, the hikers falling and dying. And after that, you see Desmond Harrington driving down the road. What we know about the character, he is a successful doctor type who he sort of knows things and he's wise, good in a survival way, definitely. Because it does show along the way that he does know things. He's not a dumb character. He gets shot in the leg, he wraps his wound. There's people after them. What does he do? He steals the truck. Again, the guy has a brain. He is a badass if we could ever call one a final guy, which I know it's normally final girl, but I feel like we could do that with a guy. We could. Well, a sip of water here. Funny scene. Again, Desmond Harrington delivers the role perfectly. He wasn't in Ghost Ship, was he? It was not the same guy, but I think it's a guy who looks like him. So, I am sorry if I'm looking at my phone. Just trying to figure this out. I haven't saw Ghost Ship in a while either. It is Desmond Harrington. It is. And I really like Desmond Harrington. I do. Um, he'd do a number of stuff. I mean, but he's really good in this role. I believe he's good as the. I don't want to say survivalist, but he's a doctor, and it's weird because along the way he becomes a survivalist, which I find interesting. He's a guy that you think would not know much about anything, and he's in the middle of nowhere, and he's not thinking right, but his head's in the right place. as this character. Definitely show that he's not a weak character. He's willing to pick up a fucking weapon and fight. Trying to find a long distance phone. Nothing is long distance from there. What isn't long distance from here? It was a funny time, when no one had to rely on GPS. No one had to rely on phones or any of that shit. It's funny watching this and thinking about that. I still feel like this is new. It's funny how time flies and you feel old. You're gonna be the one who needs to take care. Some other actors coming up here who I recognize, like from Dawn of the Dead, the remake. Yeah, I know I recognize this other couple that was in Dawn of the Dead, the remake from Zack Snyder, who, one of my favorite zombie films, by the way, Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. Maybe more than the original. I know I'll probably get hate for that, but I probably do like that more than the original one. I'm not gonna lie, but and this actor, I do like this actor coming up who just dead animals on the side of the road, man. It's West Virginia. Just keep driving. Nothing to see here. Get out and get out now. Jeremy Sisto, which I believe he was in a show recently. I believe. Can't remember what show. I know I saw him. I saw him recently. Emmanuel Creque. How do you pronounce that? As Carly. And this is the guy from Supernatural who plays Death. Three Finger. Julian Richings. Lindy Booth. She plays Francine. Kevin Zegers is Evan. So I recognize them from Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. So here's Eliza Dushku, everyone's fucking heartthrob. All the guys' heartthrob. Or penis throb, whatever. I don't know. Whatever you pick your poison. I don't know. Um, she's also a good final girl. Because that's what she is in this. She's a final girl. She survives. She's not dumb. You could see along the way that she trusts Chris's actions. She believes Chris and what he's doing, and she's with him, and she follows what he does. And Chris is Desmond Harrington's character, Chris Flynn, our smart doctor turned fucking survivalist fighting fucking cannibals with a hatchet. Just doing smart shit, you know, like climbing at the bottom of the fucking truck and holding onto the fucking truck while it drives and just seeing where they go. Very stealthy. Oh man, it's always the couple smoking weed, right? They're always smoking weed and they die. Oh. If you smoke weed, you die. I guess. I don't know. Oh no, if you smoke weed and you get a BJ, you die. That's right. What was I thinking? Nah, talk about a BJ. This ain't PG shit. Again, a last minute thing. So definitely all apologies if this is unexpected. I know I just did 2 videos. So I am sorry if I flood your fucking YouTube algorithm or whatever the fuck. Flood your timeline or whatever you want to call it. I just got nothing going on, couldn't sleep, and it was a last minute decision, so forgive me. It's movies like this that make you really think. Make you think when you're in the middle of nowhere, or your car breaks down, or you're driving through West Virginia on vacation, or whatever the fuck. Always be prepared. Always. You don't know what kind of crazy people are really out there. You don't. I mean, in a reality situation, these 4 people would probably be dead instantly. She's stealing his fucking power bars. Fucking bitch. I do like this actress, though, who we've seen in Dawn of the Dead, the remake from Zack Snyder. Again, that's a great remake, so that's why I bring it up a lot. From the camera shots to the effective zombie kills, the zombie swarms, the characters. It's very good. Bitch, you just want a free prescription for pot. You want some fucking Zoloft or something? Get the fuck out of here. You can bottle a motherfucker. American History X. That's what I was referencing. This guy is really funny. Going on about the James Brown thing. James Brown. Jeremy Sisto. What else was he in? He was in something more recent, I believe. So yeah, no, he was in the FBI show. Yeah. So this guy's a producer and a writer also. So you can see he's got talent. Yeah, on the TV show FBI, in a movie called Clueless. He was in 6 Feet Under, the series. Suburgatory, whatever the hell that is. May 2002, the horror film. He was in Law and Order from 1990. So he's had some success. Definitely had his fair share of success. It's kind of funny, I wasn't gonna do a commentary tonight at all. I wanted a break from YouTube, and what do? I go and I fucking do a video. So, oh, she got her face pulled in with the fucking sort of tool, tool of some sort of. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what that was. I warned you. I'm extremely dangerous. Again, funny guy, Jeremy Sisto's character. Likable, easy to just want to like. Because when he dies, it's like, fuck. Biggest mistake, killing him off. Feel like him and Chris could have teamed up together and fought together. I do like the music in the movie. It has this softness to it as it shows the scenery of the wilderness, and then it builds up. It's a fun journey with our characters. You can see they're forming a bond, and Chris could easily be in this group. And he looks right with Eliza Dushku. I mean, they look great next to each other. He's a smart, sophisticated doctor. She's this pretty girl, probably country girl. Yeah, trespassing, West Virginia, bad idea. Um, just I don't know, go to a Taco Bell or something. Just get the fuck out of there. Call a taxi or whatever. Again, no phone. Yeah, I get that. No phone. Of course, it's always no phone in a horror film. The cell phone didn't work, I don't think. I might remind you of a movie called Deliverance. Again, this place looks creepy. Why would you go in there? You have no reason to go in there. No reason whatsoever to go in there. It's creepy. There's weird shit everywhere. There's weird food. There's hatchets. There's fucking hatchets in the table. Do you want to be stupid? Be stupid. That's on you. We need to find a bathroom. Honey, I think this is the bathroom. Jeremy Sisto. See, this character is thinking. Jeremy Sisto. He read about cults. Cults are real. They're fucking everywhere. Let's see. Had to pull out an idea. Sorry, I just. Again, if I were in this place and I saw what was there, I'd get the fuck out immediately. I wouldn't sit around. I wouldn't be examining it, playing with all the objects like they're a fucking toy. I'd get the fuck out of there. I'd get the fuck out of there immediately. Sorry, fly. I saw a fly. Desmond Harrington's catching on. He's catching on. So I do know I should edit this out, but I'm going to urinate. So excuse me, folks. Just enjoy the background, you know. Thank you. Again, I'm sorry about that. I am sorry. I know I do that a lot. Like, so they're examining the house. They find strange things nearby. Desmond Harrington's character finds weird food in the fridge. Again, I would just leave. I mean, I would just go. This is where he catches on. He opens the fridge. Yeah, I mean, again, that's where you're gonna find it is the fridge. So, yeah, I mean, they're cannibals. I mean, he's catching on to that. My favorite cannibal would have to be Three Finger. Right, there's something funny about him. I don't know. Kind of a quirky character. He's laughing and he's he's running after them. One's got a fucking bow, one's got a gun. That one with the bow is pretty fucking metal. They're all fucking metal. Here's my other question. They go up the hill when they run. Are there no other spots for them to go just up the hill that they have to run? Like, you'd think that there'd be other ways. Like, just, you're in, you have a whole wilderness, and the only way that you go is up the hill. I get it, maybe you're safer that way. I don't know. Again, Desmond Harrington holding it together, keeping his mouth shut. The blood is. It's gonna touch his hand. He can't show, and he. No, don't even move. Don't do that. Catch up. I'm sorry. It wasn't super gory like other films, but you also don't need that much. You don't need that much. It's effective with how it is already. I mean, that's a cool shot right there. That's one of my favorite shots right there with the eyeball and the door hole. The people. It kind of reminds you of Black Christmas. The cover. Again, you can see Desmond Harrington's character is very clever. Like when they're sneaking out of the house, out of the cabin, he'll hold the door, he'll hold the spring of the door so it doesn't squeak, and you can see that his hand's bleeding, and it's like, again, seeing Desmond Harrington in action like this, one of the best moments in horror history. Not a fucking crybaby, just trying to get out and do the right thing. He's not scared, or he's hiding it well. He's hiding it pretty well. Jeremy Sisto and his girlfriend, on the other hand, they look fucking terrified. Jeremy holding her mouth. Again, when I watch this scene, I feel it. I really feel it. Just be fucking quiet. Get out. Makes me care for the characters. Makes me care about the situation and not be fucking bored. Again, though, I don't know if I'd run up the hill. I think I would find maybe like a better exit. I don't know if I'd go up the hill, but I can see how it might be better, maybe in their case. Being away quickly, they probably can't really run up there too quick, so they're not really runners. But if they have a gun or a bow or a hatchet, you better fucking pray. You better pray that you're up to the top before they get out of the house. Because these hillbillies know how to use fucking they know how to use weapons. Trust me, I'm a hillbilly. No. Oh, his eyes open. There you go. Our bigger cannibal hillbilly, deformed hillbilly, mutant. I don't know what you call them. Mutants. I mean, they do eat people, so they're definitely cannibals. So again, this girl stops and she's fucking crying like a baby. It's so annoying. You didn't see what we saw. Just shut the fuck up and go. Why stop? There's no point. Sorry, just replying to somebody. Again, we got bloody coolers, bloody clothing, a fucking collection of crashed up vehicles in a fucking field here. It's like I wouldn't be feeling too great about this situation right now. I'd definitely be going the opposite direction, so. Here's Jeremy running off, trying to give Chris time. Chris gets shot in the leg, of course. He gives him time to run, so that's good. Sorry. Again, we have the big motherfucker with his arrows. And he's good with them. So, there goes Jeremy Sisto. That's sad. Feel bad for that character. I definitely feel it when he dies, so it's definitely sad. 3 arrows. Ouch. Again, just drive the truck. Just go. just a late night commentary, you know. Couldn't sleep. Not much to do, so. Again, I know this is pointless, and I'm not too good at this, and I'm sorry. I just. YouTube is a great escape for me, and I needed it, so. Yeah, this is how I vent. This is how I deal. This is what I do. I could say that I'm gonna take a break from it all I want, but in the end, I need it, so. It calms me down. And she has every right to be sad. But it's like, you have to keep moving. Keep moving. Don't stand for long. Don't stop. There's no reason to stop. Unless, of course, you're Desmond Harrington's character who's looking for a stick. I'd be looking for a stick, the sharpest stick. And, of course, the stick is to help him walk. Because he is wounded at this point. Which that heals up pretty quick. Because he jumps from a fucking watchtower to a tree, so. There is that funny logic, but. Hey, tough bastard. Who knows? Again, I love the film. I don't like the fucking remake, reboot, whatever the fuck it is. I don't fucking care. I fucking hate that movie. It's not Wrong Turn. You could have called that Deliverance. There's no similarity to Wrong Turn. Not that there's really any similarity to Deliverance, but it's still like, it's not the same. There's no cannibals like this. There's none like this. I mean, like these guys are scary looking. Oof. With their deformities. You can tell that the X Files episode Home had a lot to do with this, which was a banned episode. Again, you could tell when they look out the window of the watchtower that it is actually a green screen. So it's easy to tell. You know this is a green screen. Come on. Still effective though with the watchtower scene. Very fun. Sorry if you hear loud noise. Fucking idiots outside. Trying to find some supplies. Like Last of Us. Find some supplies. Resident Evil. Find a life pack. And if you know me well and you watched some of my videos in the past, you know that I'm a very big Last of Us fan. So the game taught me a lot. It was there for me during a hard time of depression and anxiety, which I did deal with a lot of that. Depression, anxiety, restlessness, like right now. Huh? Again, it's just getting through the hard times. All you can do is do the things that you love to do. So can't let people stop you. I'm hoping that my channel will help other people. Maybe I, just something to watch and look at, listen to, because YouTube saved me. So it saved me when I had nothing to look forward to for myself. I've had so much fun with it, so much. I'm happy to be here, happy to be doing this. I know I'm not normally a sap, because this sounds sappy, and I get it, I'm sorry, but what can I say? I'm having fun doing it, so. It's like people look down on you if you do YouTube videos, or maybe your editing is not the greatest, or maybe you're bad at thumbnails, or maybe I don't know, maybe you're just not the best at these sorts of things. But the way I look at it is, if you're having fun, screw them. Here we have our mutants getting up into the fucking watchtower. They got torches of fire torches and great scene in the watchtower. They have to jump to the tree. Again, he's wounded. He's wounded and he jumps. So, what does that tell you about him? Is that Desmond Harrington's character is a tough son of a bitch. That's what it tells you. It tells you he's not a wussy. I had to look this one thing up. Is where this was. It was really West Virginia, wasn't it? Just to make sure, in case, whatever, really, because I it's West Virginia. I want to make sure. Wrong. Wow, they went out of their way to tell me Wrong Turn 1 with the number 1. Yeah, sorry, there's only one good Wrong Turn film that's called Wrong Turn without a number behind it. So get the fuck out of here. I don't give a shit about that remake. The 2003 horror film Wrong Turn was filmed in a nature reserve north of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as well as other locations in the province. The movie is set in West Virginia. So, I don't really know what that means, but I'll go with it. So, it's set in West Virginia. Can't blame me, man. I don't get out much, but I just don't understand. Like, there's no rope in there. It is literally an emergency tower. Literally, emergency. That's what a watchtower is. How could there be no rope? And the watchtower is on fire. And there goes Elijah Dushku slamming into a fucking branch. And this is a great scene because the cannibals get on the tree and Three Finger, the one who's like, he gets on the fucking branch. He's fucking crazy. He fucking impales her face, and her mouth is sort of her her body disconnects. He cuts her in half. Fun scene. Fun scene, kind of like the comparing it to maybe the cornfield from Joyride with Paul Walker and Steve Zahn and Lily Sobieski. Kind of like that, but gory. Definitely creative. Definitely. You can hear Littlefinger going up there. And he's like groaning. Sorry. I am having myself a drink. Excuse the shit out of me. Nothing wrong with it. Just gotta learn to control it. Oh, she's dead. So that was the back of the hatchet that he got her. Wait, is there a there's another blade on the back? Oh wow. Okay. All right. And we get a very effective, intense, action-packed finale. We do. We definitely do. Like, it's it does its job. So I feel pretty satisfied after. I know one of my favorite YouTubers, Rambo Raff, talked about this film a lot, and he likes it. You know, he likes Desmond Harrington's character. He liked Jeremy Sisto. He liked Elijah Dushku, who does a good job, and he liked the finale. It was a very action-packed finale. Very. It's one of the things that made me think of doing a commentary on this is my favorite YouTuber, Rambo Raff, for life, because he talked about this quite a bit. If you haven't checked out Rambo Raff for Life, definitely check out his channel. Smart man. Got having to like be quiet and like keep your balance on this tree. Of course, she screams, "I'm right here! Come and get me!" Because what they're doing is they're doing a bait. Chris is gonna flick a branch at the cannibal freak. He's holding it and he'll sling it. Whoosh. So that's cool. That is a cool, very cool. He's smiling like a freak. He does some creepy noises. Here we have a nice scene of the waterfall where Desmond Harrington and Eliza Dushku make their way to, and they're gonna sleep under, where they'll have their romantic moment. Sexy. Sorry, that's inappropriate, right? Um, so you guys are gonna really hate me right now, but um, I'm gonna urinate again. So I'm sorry. I know I should cut these. Be right back. So there weren't any ghosts while I was gone, right? There was no ghosts, none. Okay, just get just you guys let me know if there's ghosts, alright? Playing. Let me know if you see some creepy shit, alright? Let me know. You be my guard on that. And they're hunting for them with their torches. As you can see, Eliza Dushku is falling for him fairly fast. Does it really work like that? I don't think so. You're not running from cannibals, and it's gonna be like, oh, I want to take my pants off for you, baby. It's not like that. So well, that's what it seems like. But come on, this isn't Planet of the Apes. In reality, it'd be like you're hiding with the girl, right? And you try to make a move, and it's like, oh, you're ugly. I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend back home. Sorry, I'm done with my jokes. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just thinking like of my unlucky scenarios. So hey, it worked for him. It worked for fucking Desmond Harrington's character. Hey, she's showing emotion. So, but in reality, it'd be like, you scum. You can't save me. Sorry. It's got to slide down the fucking hill. I can see how this time together would be very intimate in a way for these characters. So I can see how it would feel intimate for them after a while. Like they rely on each other. They're there to help each other. It's a good-looking girl, a good-looking guy, successful guy who's smart and he knows shit. Gets this survival instinct along the way, which is just so cool. I mean, he went all fucking Ash Evil Dead. I mean, when he's got a hatchet and he's fighting. It's cool. I have no complaints. Half action, half horror. That's my favorite genre. If you add action and horror, what does it add up? It literally adds up to the best genre ever, which is video games. Action horror. Resident Evil, Last of Us, the Darkness Within. It was, wait, no, it was the Evil Within that I played. A lot of good video games that are like that are like Resident Evil. And when I watch horror films like Wrong Turn, it makes me think of Resident Evil. It's Resident Evil. You're in the middle of nowhere. There's freaks trying to attack you. They may not be zombies, but they're definitely mutants. So Yeah, I still gotta finish Resident Evil. The mission that I got stuck on last was, I believe it was Resident Evil 2, and I got stuck on Leon had to shoot a fucking eyeball monster. It was like this big eyeball monster, and it was like really mutated and big and ugly, and I had to shoot the eyeball over and over. So it was a little bit hard. Definitely gotta finish that. Last of Us, I've beat that so many fucking times I can't even count. Last of Us 2, even better. Not everybody's a fan. That's okay if you're not a fan. It's one of my favorite games. One of my favorites. Another controversial thought: Abby is one of my favorite characters in a video game. Sorry, sue me. So is Joel. I just like these characters. It's like when you watch Walking Dead and you have different characters and you like them kinda, but at first you hate them, but then later on you like them. So don't fucking get mad at me, man. You probably like Negan. He killed Glenn. So here we have Eliza Dushku tied up on the bed with the cannibal freaks. You can tell she's scared. She's a good actress. Really good. This was definitely one of those movies where she was able to let out her acting skills a little bit. Not in films like The New Guy, because that was more comedic. So she didn't really have her time to shine there. It was more like right here where she was able to show some form of dread. So and pain. Again, Desmond Harrington is on the bottom of their truck. That's cool. So instead of following them, he snuck below the truck. He tightened up his grips. He hung onto the bottom of the truck while it drove, and he saw where they went, and he's there now. And that's just smart thinking. Just so smart. If you're trying to get somebody and do it in a stealth way. Again, he probably has no pocket knife or anything like that. Like I've mentioned in my other videos, like films like this, nobody ever has a pocket knife. They're not prepared. A flashlight, they're not prepared. Nowadays, everyone's worried about a fucking phone. So, where's my phone? How can I type in the fucking GPS? I need the flashlight on my fucking phone. And we forgot about good items. We forgot about simple items like flashlights and pocket knives and multi-tools, first aid kits. We don't even carry those anymore, I bet. Do you carry one? I bet you don't. Sorry, I'm not trying to get preachy. I'm just thinking about people, not anyone in particular, just like in general, we never thought of these things anymore. If we're in this survival situation, literally. Again, we got Desmond Harrington coming in with a Molotov cocktail. So badass. Just die, motherfucker. Great line. He's got the Molotov cocktail. He fucking rides in with the truck and he stabs the guy with a fucking pry bar. He kills him. There he goes down. sort of reminds you of okay, so this was first, right? Desmond Harrington's character in Wrong Turn. I'm gonna give him that. He did well in this. The second badass would have to go to, and this is controversial, but Doug from Hills Have Eyes, 2006. A guy who was a Democrat who didn't believe in guns, he didn't believe in any of that stuff. He was forced to defend himself and protect his baby. And that's another commentary I'd like to do and talk more about. So I'm going to save the rest for that. But as you can see, my fucking YouTube picture is Doug with the German Shepherd. So I'm definitely a big Hills Have Eyes 2006 fan. It's one of the greatest films ever made. And that's why that is my cover. So now you know. I find it, I found it similar to this, so that's why I'm bringing it up. Doug's character being a little bit slightly similar to Desmond's character. Though I think Desmond's character is a little bit tougher. He's grabbing a chain, he's choking Three Finger with the chain. But he didn't have much of a struggle. Where Doug's character had a big struggle. Like, he lost a finger. He was suffocated in the fucking bin for a while. That was a nightmare. The first time I watched that, I was on the edge of my fucking seat. A lot of people were. It was just intense. And like nothing you've ever seen before, like with its intensity. He's this soft guy, then he's this guy who's out for blood. Such a cool point. Very cool. Fun film. Just die, motherfucker. And there's our explosion. Yeah, we made it to the end. Look at that. We made it. Last thing we see is that Desmond Harrington's character and Eliza Dushku, who stole the truck from the hillbillies, who are now dead. Even though we got several sequels, and we got Desmond stealing the map, and they drive off. So, final thoughts. Is this a kick-ass film? Yes. Is it one of the greatest horror films ever made? Yes. So it's definitely one of the greatest horror films ever made. I believe it's a classic at this point because it is older now, so it's just like, you know,